Warning, this video may contain disturbing content not suitable for children. Also, this contains spoilers for the series Hello Neighbor, Hide and Seek, and the Hello Neighbor books done by Scholastic Inc. Hope you guys still enjoy the video, and if you haven't already, watch Hello Neighbor or play Hello Neighbor to know more details and to be fully in-depth in the lore. Play the game. Love you guys. See you in the video. Hey there everyone, this is Phantom Celebi, and I wanted to do a theory video. I'm sorry I haven't really been active in the community or anything lately. During the winter, my health kind of declines because I have lupus, and I don't know if this happens with everyone. I guess some people have bad times of the year. For me, it's usually winter. I get all these autoimmune reactions usually during this time, whether it's just like stomach issues, pain, and all that. But I mean, I want to apologize for not recording. Anyway, the theory that I have is basically that the whole Hello Neighbor series is built on a mystery. And the mystery being that, well, the neighbor isn't completely to blame for the problems that has happened to him. Okay, so if you guys have watched any gameplays of Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek and have read the books that have accompanied that series, it kind of seems like, I mean, this might be my perspective on that, but it seems like the problem isn't really the neighbor per se. It seems like the problem is his son, Aaron. From the way that the books are written, it seems like no matter where they go, something bad happens. And throughout every single place they've went to, it seems like Aaron's always skulking around whatever amusement park or anything that his father works at. That could be like just him being enthusiastic about things, but for some reason it seems like he just wants his father to fail. Throughout the book, you get little subtle hints that he just doesn't like his dad, and for some reason, like, will purposefully make his life harder. If you look at the cutscenes in Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, you'll see that him and his wife, basically, like him and his wife had a pretty good life for the most part. I mean, the trailer cutscenes anyway, and some of the stuff that's hinted in the game, it seems like they had a pretty decent life. I'm not gonna put slippers with that outfit; it's gonna look ridiculous. But then, like, from what I was getting from the book, it seemed like maybe the good life that was portrayed was from a long time ago. And like, from what I was getting is, it seems like the neighbor views Aaron as some sort of bad luck symbol. Because no matter where he is, something bad happens. And I mean, that could be a possibility. It could be that Aaron, his son, broke him. Like, the kid loves doing pranks. He's very technologically inclined. He's very smart. He's, like, very, very smart. In fact, like, way smarter than the main character, which is the character you play as in Hello Neighbor. Which I thought maybe there was a time lapse in the Hello Neighbor series, and like maybe this was like the neighbor's kid, or like the neighbor's grandchild or something, and we just don't know it, because he has a very 1950s look rather than the kid who looks like he could be from our time. And, like, he's just, like, kind of scrawny and all that. But, no, it's like, the guy in the neighbor, Mr. Peterson, he's just has a very unique sense of style, and he is like, I guess I would be correct if I'm guessing based off of what is going on. I would be correct to say that the main character is actually probably someone around my age. Um, because like they keep on mentioning things from like the 90s, and for my guess, this is not during our time. The story of Hello Neighbor, the story of Hello Neighbor has to be at least in the 90s. The way that the characters dress, the way the people act, um, it has a kind of like these were the baby boomers of that time. You know, I actually like this outfit. I think this makes a good formal outfit. And the game made it. The game made it. Joe Mitchell, the game's hooking you up. Anyway, so like the characters, oh, why did they give him the Pusheen shirt? I'm not against it though. I'm not. I think I actually like it. My dude, you're rocking that Pusheen. Okay, but yeah, like I mean, I could be wrong about this because I say this a lot. But I could be wrong. But it seems like the neighbor, and all these people are like from, they're from the 50s or 60s. Like, they're older people, and Aaron and all of them, like, judging by the time lapses and what they speak about in the book, which I think you guys should pick up the book because it's pretty good. Judging by that, I would have to say that the neighbor and the kid is obviously like, because like, okay, they mentioned some things in the series which seem to be like parodies of certain things. Like they have a an animated or some sort of movie series called Bite or Tooth. Yeah, it's Tooth. And I think that's a thing of Jaws, and it says that it was on TV a few years back, which I would say if this isn't like, because I remember that the Jaws movies came out in the 80s. So if this isn't the 90s, it seems kind of strange that he's even watching this. And he says they're on their third installment, so this leads me to think that this is the mid-90s that the character is placed in. But yeah, back to the boy. The boy seems to always be everywhere Mr. Peterson tries to set roots and do something new. And for some reason, it seems like Aaron wants his father not to do as well. And I mean, there might be some domestic abuse going on. But the thing I'm more inclined to believe, which does seem to be hinted in the book, is that Aaron purposefully does bad things to make his father upset. And I mean, he even sabotaged the prank that... Okay, this is kind of spoilers, but he sabotages a prank that the two of them do. Purposefully. It's kind of hinted in the book that, like, they did this joke where they did something over an intercom, and Aaron, he's a smart kid. So the fact that he made such an egregious error and the speakers overblew for the store, it seemed like he did it on purpose so that he'd get in trouble. And I mean, it could also be a back and forth, but what I think is going on is Mr. Peterson, the neighbor, sees a lot of himself in his son. His son and him pretty much are the same person. And at the end of the book, they even kind of point that out. Like, if you've actually played or watched any gameplay of Hide and Seek, Hello Neighbor, you know that Mrs. Peterson died. And the thing is like when they go into detail about how Aaron is at the funeral. They talk about how bad he is in comparison. Like, something about him and the neighbor kind of having a very similar look and being very similar to each other. And I think that the possibility is they were trying to hint on saying they both have problems. They both have issues controlling anger. And there's another scene where I am convinced that the characters are not talking about the neighbor, they're talking about the son. There's a part where the main character, he goes to a lot of this is spoilers. I'm sorry. A lot of this is spoilers. I'm not gonna even say it. I'll just do it in editing. But like there's a part of the book where Maya, the little sister, who isn't that far apart in age from our main character, she just kind of looks younger because I guess she has like family issues or something. But yeah, like the main character. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this. I mean, I might actually change this though because the pants don't seem to match too much. But like the boots seem to look nice with what he's wearing on top. Game, you're doing a good job today. See, that looks nice. Look at that. Look how cute he looks. Anyway, so there's a part where the main character gets a little note on his trellis or something, and or might have been in like a certain point, like where he assumes the letter that he gets is from Aaron, but it turns out to be from his sister Maya. And Maya's over there at the park crying. And if you actually played or watched Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, there's a part where Aaron is basically having a fit, smashing things, and just full on is harassing her. So on the letter it says he's getting worse. And a lot of people probably would assume that's the neighbor. But from what I was getting from that, she meant her brother was getting worse. And another thing is hinted at that when Aaron, the main character, what's his name? Okay. The boy Nicky, that's the boy's name. So the boy Nicky, I don't have a problem with this. Yet again, the game did a good job. You guys are making it so hard for me to do a theory video while playing The Sims, because you did an amazing job at designing the sim. Anyway, okay, so Nicky and Maya are talking to each other, and she says to him, he's getting worse, and the first assumption comes to mind, which it seems to come to mind to everybody who lives in this town, that it's the neighbor who's getting worse. And the neighbor has some pretty weird habits. I'm not gonna lie. But what she really means is, my brother is getting worse. I'm gonna change the color of these. I think I might make it like a gray or a lime green. Okay, let's see. What does it look like in this green? I don't hate that. I don't. I think it does look very summery. But yeah, so she says that her brother's getting worse, and then it's pretty suggested that she meant her brother, because after he talks about her father, she says nobody seems to get it. And the thing that they don't get is her father isn't the problem. It's her brother who's the problem. And it's just kind of crazy if you think about it, because there are so many hints in the book that the boy has mental problems. He doesn't get along with people. He has issues speaking with others about just about anything. And I mean, this could have happened because of years of his father accusing him of being a bad kid. Because, like, bad luck does seem to happen everywhere he goes. But, I mean, like, this could also be that he's causing that stuff to happen. I mean, there's so many possibilities with the Hello Neighbor series. And I'm gonna guess like this that Nicky drives his dad up the not Nicky, Aaron's driving his dad up the wall. He's making his dad feel horrible majority of the time. That he's basically making his dad's mind split. Every single time he does something wrong, he feels that there's like he's purposefully sabotaging himself. He's making himself look horrible. And at one part during, I guess, another spoiler, during hide and seek, when you're playing with Aaron, his behavior starts to shift from the beginning of the game to the end, where at the beginning it was just sort of like playing. And I think he's like this because he's a little happier now that he has a friend, and that friend is the main character of Hello Neighbor. But like, as he continues playing along, and the situation gets more intense, he starts to be more violent towards his sister. And the only person who's noticing his shift in behavior is his sister. And we don't know this, but during the events of Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, the mom's still there. She's still there, because according to the book, she's just around. And she's doing like normal mom stuff. We don't see the mom very much in the game, but it's pretty heavily implied that she's still doing stuff for the house, because like, from what I'm getting, the neighbor even stopped laying in his own bed because he doesn't want it to be touched. This is from the book, but he doesn't want it to be touched because that was the last thing his wife did for him. And I mean, they also hint onto it in the trailer for Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, where the mom, she's running around, she's spinning, she's doing all sorts of sweet things. And like in the book, they kind of point out to the fact that the mom just wants her son and her husband to get along. Because Aaron is kind of a bad kid. And he, like, from what I can gather, he's constantly making the neighbor's life hell. And the thing is like, the neighbor probably already has some sort of depression. I mean, there's a part of the book. I love this book. I'm not going to lie. I love this book. I can't wait to get the other part to this book, because there's a second part. It's not a very long read, and it's pretty easy to get through. I mean, I got through it within a few hours, but yeah, like I'm losing my track of thought, but okay, so the neighbor and his wife are chatting along with each other, and like they're having fun, and then like he for some reason snaps the moment he sees his son. And his son, like, my guess is like his son's always snooping around in his things. His son's always there, causing issues. And I mean, I guess if I were a parent and one of the parents that in my collective parenting unit was acting weird. Okay, so the mom just wanted them all to be happy. But by doing so, she was kind of depressing herself, making her life harder. And I mean, it seems like she even picked up a smoking habit. You know, you would have thought at some point they would have reduced the boobs, the man boobs. Those boobs. It's more obvious when they're wearing heavier clothes, too. Jeez. I'm going to see if I could add some accessories to stretch this out a bit, because I have so much to talk about, and it's just like, I mean, maybe I should actually keep things pretty short, but I'm not gonna lie, this series has really got me wrapped. I mean, I haven't, like, it's a small little tiny book. Tiny little itty bitty book. But it's got so much detail that was missing if you actually played the Hello Neighbor series. And I kind of hope they include it in the game. I mean, I would totally love that. Like, it would make an amazing game. Like, an awesome prequel. Because, I mean, I know that the Hide and Seek is a prequel. But, like, how do you prequel a prequel? I mean, I don't know. But, like, or possibly add more stuff to Hide and Seek. Maybe some more scenes, some more playtime. But yeah, like, I want to see the character a little more. I mean, I haven't gotten to the second book because I haven't gotten it yet. But when I do, I want to actually rethink about this. But from what I gather from the book and the game, it seems like the main problem in the series is the son, not the neighbor. And yeah, the neighbor has his problems, but I'm pretty sure the reason he has those problems is because his son keeps causing bad things to happen. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if all the bad things that had happened to the neighbor is because of his son. His son is always tinkering, always messing around with things. And, I mean, this could be a really rough and probably messed up theory, but he could have even killed his mom. Because this kid, he's constantly looking for parts for things. So I wouldn't be shocked if the reason the neighbor couldn't stop in the cutscene for him and his wife is because his son took out parts from his car. I mean, like, that's a crazy assumption, but I wouldn't be shocked if that might be the reason why his wife died. 'Cause, from what I can gather, the neighbor was actually pretty good at things. So the fact that he got into such an egregious accident seemed crazy. And it seems like the boy in the book and in the Hello Neighbor series, Nicky, it seems like he has some sort of supernatural thing going on where he can tell things happening before they happen, and they come to him in his dreams. Okay, I'm done with this dude. I'm pretty much done. But yeah, but that's just my theory. There's so much out there for the Hello Neighbor series, and I totally can't wait to get the next book. It's probably gonna come after Christmas, because the holiday season, you know? But I'm loving the series. I am. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Spastastic content. And I love you guys. Stay awesome. Bye-bye. Mwah! Bye! I hope you guys enjoyed this Hello Neighbor theory. I enjoyed making it, and I do want to follow up the series some more. This was based off of the Hello Neighbor series, following Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, and Hello Neighbor Missing Pieces. I can't wait to update this when I get the next book. Anyway, I want to thank my Phantom Squad top tier. So here's to you, Jazz the Chameleon, Potato _ a bunch of numbers, EDCC Fines, Cute Girl Sim, Calorie _ Aiken, Malunix5, Carissa Sims, Benjamin GYT, Lovely Laura, EJ Black Dove, Trippy D, Ray of Sunshine X1, Sonic Jenny, Shipty, Kaleda Sims, Prismatic Simmer, Sims Lena, and Stray Shadow Cat. Love you guys, and I hope you guys have a super awesome day. Bye-bye!